Good morning. How are we all doing? Early morning to the witter today as opposed to middle of the night witter. Did quite well on the sleepy bits. It's all right. Yeah, got up a couple of times, went back to bed a couple of times. So for me, that was really quite good. So what time are we anyway? It's that 5:20. It's a little bit more human than previous days. Oh, there's Gingy. There's my Gingy. He's a gorgeous boy. He was charging around here a minute ago. A little elephant when he gets going, bless him. Of course, because I get up and come through, you can hear him scratching. He's actually got a scratching post there, don't worry. It's not the furniture. Although it has been known. Yeah, when I come through early, I feed the cats early, because otherwise they won't leave me alone and you'd have them all over me screaming at me. So they've been playing and charging about and whatever else. So what am I doing today? More Dresden. So just tacking them on so that I decided I've finished all of the stuff for the Mystery Quilt, so it's not a problem. That just all needs to go together and then go for quilting, so it's not a problem. I was supposed to put it together yesterday, but I really couldn't be bothered, in truth. So I didn't do a lot yesterday afternoon. So that's my today's job. I've got to clean the studio out and put the Mystery Quilt together. Tomorrow, Friday, yeah, I've got a full studio. So I need to actually tidy all my mess away, which is quite horrible after all these weeks of loads of nobody and doing what I want out there. It's never in a good state because I've got far too much gear. But I've got to tidy everything off so as I've got space for all the ladies. And then we're going to have a nice day. I think they're making bags, like I want to say like little doctor's bags, because I've got one that's black that was made for me. And then I make soup and we have a nice day. And bearing in mind we're going to have a storm by then, hopefully they'll get here okay, because they're all fairly local. They didn't get here on Tuesday because we had ice everywhere. So much ice. Oh, what's going on here? Mary. Morning, Mary. I don't know that people understand that sometimes Facebook whips up who's actually watching me. Sometimes people comment, sometimes they don't, which is fair enough. Yes, so they're making bags on Friday, so makes up for not seeing them on Tuesday when I would normally have, because it was really quite horrible. And on Monday, I mean, I'm not complaining as such because we don't get a lot of snow and ice where we are here. We're too near the coast, and in Cornwall it's always generally milder anyway, the effects of snow. So Monday I had to drive up to Bude. Didn't get there. Part way up, so you're talking on the A39, so major road. No gritting whatsoever. So there wasn't an awful lot of snow or anything. Morning, Mary. Thank you. There wasn't a lot of snow or anything, but there was enough and there was ice. So the van was not happy about it. It was going everywhere. So I had to turn around and come home. So that was the end of Bude on Monday. Didn't get there, didn't do it. There we are. So there's another little Dresden done. Look. I've got loads here. We like a little bit of Dresden. And I do like odds, as you probably all gathered by now. Odds and brights. This is going to be very bright, but I'm just going to make a little cushion, I think. I'm doing this for the hell of it. Even though I've done loads of Dresden in the last few weeks, I'm still sat here doing Dresden. I love Dresden. Dresden and Hexies are my time fillers, as you've all found out. what I might do, and I think I said this the other day when I was on, I'm going to have a little look and see what else I can be doing to show you. Do you know, having started doing these, it puts me in mind of lockdown, when I used to do I did a little video in them days because I didn't really know what I was doing. And I used to talk real amounts of rubbish because I didn't have a clue what to say or do or anything. So, and if Denise is watching now, she'll laugh her head off because she thinks it's hysterical. I sit here and talk all sorts of rubbish. Morning, Judy. I see another one's up and watching. So I might have a little look and see what else we can be doing by hand that I can be showing you. We'll make it a little bit more purposeful, the stitching that I'm doing whilst wittering at you. We like patchwork witterings, but we are Insomni-quilting. Those of you that are watching probably know this already. But I've started a new group, or another group on Facebook called Insomni-quilting. So all these lives that I'm doing, I put in there for you after. I think they only stay up 30 days anyway. Facebook have changed their ways and they don't hang on to things so much. Thinking about it, you think how many people are doing videos and lives and reels and all these other different things that they call it. They must have the most horrendously big, I don't know, servers or storages or whatever you want to call it, to keep all these videos going. I always used to use them as my storage. Yeah, I love a Dresden as well, Judy. It's good, isn't it? So the Mystery Quilt is good. I shouldn't say it because it's my own design, but I absolutely love it. I'm having so much fun. As I say, all the blocks are done. So the Dresden, every Dresden has been made to be a little bit different in some way, shape or form, to make people think and learn and design and do. And the pieced blocks, because it's half Dresden and half piece blocks. The piece blocks I've just sat and drawn and made, so all the piece blocks won't look like anything that you see in a normal book or anything. Sadly, it's not Insomnia. Hold on, who's saying that? Hang on, something came up and it disappeared. Oh, don't know where that went. Okay. I'm taking it someone's up. I couldn't see what it was or who it was that was saying, but early morning and time to go to work, I should imagine. Or doing, or some such. Yeah, so the new Mystery Quilt. Take that pin out, he's going to go somewhere anyway. The piece blocks, they're all straight piecing. There's hardly any triangles or anything like that. It's all straight line, hence it's called noughts and crosses. So you can imagine the blocks sort of are crosses looking within the designs. So I just got hold of a ruler and drew, and then I made the blocks. So with the Mystery Quilt, every single block is a little bit different, like I used to do for the witter quilts. So I've had a play and put it all together. So although it's traditional piecing, they are not traditional blocks. So I've got a lot of drawing out and doing because each month I send out, with the Mystery Quilt, I send out paper patterns for everybody and a full how-to. I sit and type up a how-to and what you've got to do, loads of photos. Yeah, so I've got to draw out all these new blocks. Now, I cheated earlier and I actually... here's what we prepared earlier. How good's that? I did an extra thread, so you don't have to sit and watch me trying to thread needles. Yeah, so the Mystery Quilt, is going to be quite interesting. You'll get lots of new designs that you've not seen before. Hopefully you've not seen before, nobody's done. Because I literally just sit there and draw, so I don't have any sort of reference. I don't go any sort of books or online looking at others. In fact, I try not to look at anybody else's work, because otherwise, as a designer, you get influenced by it. Unintentionally, but if you're looking at things, oh, I like that, I like this, I like that, and look, and how have they done that, and this sort of thing. You run the risk of actually including it in your own stuff. It's not to say it won't happen by accident, but what you don't want to do is copy other people if you can help it. At least in my book, you don't. So, although traditional designs aren't copyrighted as such to anybody, let's have something a bit different, you know. So all the designs in the Mystery Quilt are a bit different and of my making. This camera's not quite. There we go. Let's try that. Is that? Oh, that's a little bit better. I've said it before. I've got a thing that hangs around my neck with my phone on. Quite interesting. So, what's everyone up to today? You got any stitching planned, or are we all working and house chores and grandchildren and that sort of stuff? As I say, I've got to clean the studio. It's a frightful mess, it really is. But there we are. It's my own fault. When I'm mid-project, for want of a better expression, it gets frightful out there. I just dump everything everywhere. And bearing in mind I've had several quilts that I've been doing over the last few months, I get one done to a stage that will do. Everyone can get on with that one now, and then I'll move on to the next one. So I've got all these part quilts out there that I need to finish off and get quilted, so that when I come out around the shows this year, you can actually see them. Very often on my stands, you'll see quilt tops as opposed to finished quilts, because I just haven't had time. Trying to keep ahead of all you lot and my brain cells, because I look at everything throughout the day and there's that many different designs suddenly pop in my head. It's unbelievable. I should imagine if I was looked at these days, I'd probably chuck me out as ADHD or something. We didn't have names for it in them days. We just got told to behave yourself and focus and do. But I do know that some of my teachers, more so as I got older, when I was doing different work-related courses and things, they sort of recognised the fact that I did my absolute best. Bearing in mind this is like office work and computer work and stuff. I learnt better if they just let me doodle all day whilst I was listening and doing. There was always something, that part of my brain, that I had to keep occupied. So that was quite interesting. Right, what's going on here? Right, sadly, not insomnia, waiting for the car park to open for work. Oh, Mary, I hope you have a good day, darling. Got to be done. We go out, we do these things, we come back, and then we can stitch. These other things we do in life so that we can stitch. It's good, isn't it? It's the end result and the after bit. This very nice piece of fabric there, and I think there was a dark blue one, but I don't know that I've done it. When I've had a class, this is the other day, Tuesday, and I'm emptying the bins. If there's a big bit in there, I have to keep it. I can't throw it away. So this is a recycled bit off of somebody's quilt the other day. I do believe it was one of the girls was making. She's making a couple of cushion covers, designed by Jo Caldwell. Up at Cowslip Studios, and she had some kits. I think this was from hers. I may be wrong. In fact, I'm not sure that it was her now I think about it. Maybe it wasn't her. I don't know. But anyway, very lovely. I like scraps in my bins like this because then I just grab them. That's how come, although I've got far too much fabric of my own, but it's how come you see so many different fabrics with my stuff. Because I can't bear to throw them away. You can do things with them. Do things. Nothing quite like a scrappy quilt. Always got one going somewhere. So with the, I was wittering about the mystery quilt just now, wasn't I? And I know not everybody wants to do things by hand. Maybe you've not got time to do them by hand. So I've worked out with the Dresden plates that we're doing, do them with Bondweb if you want, what the hell. So within the pattern pack, or the first pattern pack that will come out anyway, I've got a big printed, oh, you can't see my hands doing this here, a bigger size because it's A3 size, printed with Dresden plate petals, so a finished one, so that you can do your Bondweb pieces and then lay them through on that and get them all in the right place. So if you wanted to take part and you're thinking, I ain't doing that by hand, and I can't say blame you, you could do this with Bondweb if you wanted, or machine them all together. I don't like to machine them together, but that's just me. So there's different ways of doing this that might be quicker and more appealing to you. So don't think, although this is a traditional quilt, that you have to do everything in the manner that I do it. We all work differently. And, yeah, you should respect that, I feel. Just because I might teach you something in one manner or another doesn't mean to say it's the only way, and it doesn't mean to say I'm right. We all find our own way when we're doing things. I'm always learning. I learned something the other day, and actually at the time I thought, oh, God, never thought of doing that like that. I've forgotten what it was now. My brain is not quite like it. But yeah, all sorts of different, I can't, do you know, that's going to bug me now. I can't remember what it was that I suddenly thought, oh, that's good. Hadn't ever thought of doing that. I'm going to have to think about that all day, and it will suddenly pop up randomly in my brain cell. I know that whatever it is, as and when I come to have to do it again, I'll remember. But, yeah, I do sometimes wonder what my brain's doing. I'm just can I do this without putting my glasses on? That's the question. Yay, there we go. Virtually first time. Yeah, Paul will be up in a minute, I should think, clunking around. He'll have to go off to work. The cats will pester him and tell him and lie to him that they've not been fed. Because they're a bit like that. They're elderly gentlemen, our cats. 2 brothers. And I think they're about 15 and a half now. So, very spoiled. And they will scream for more food. I can see things flashing around on my screen on my phone here, so hopefully it's all right with you. I don't know if we've got interruptions going on or what. There we are. Yeah, so I might actually have to get the vacuum out today. That's a bit scary. I can't only do a tiny bit at a time with my back, but I can usually do a little bit at a time out in the studio and get it looking a little bit nicer. It's one of those things I just can't do. Normally I have to ask Paul to do it for me, but I'm not going to be able to do that today. He's working, so I'll have to do it myself. It might take me 3 or 4 little goes. But it's the tidying. I've got so much out there. Tidy all the different projects away and stack them out the way, so that when Paul comes in later, I can ask him to move my sewing machine for me. I can't lift it. There's no way I'd even try. So that we've got space on the table. I've got one humongous grey table. I'm very fortunate. It goes up and down. So when my back's bad, I can just raise it and stand and work. So that's really good. So when nobody's around, my table goes up and down like you've never seen. I stand for a bit, and then I sit for a bit, and then I stand for a bit. But it enables me to work, which is fabulous. But yeah, so you can sit 6 people at it. So we've got 6 ladies in on Friday. As I say, for Friday being tomorrow, isn't it? Because I get disorientated at night. I'm never sure where I am or what I'm doing. Yeah, so tomorrow, that'll be good. Tidy studio today. Oh, I was talking about pussycats. One's just arrived to see what's going on. I don't know that I can show you because he's behind my head. But the crunch and back was grey, baby grey. And he's not baby anymore, but he is my baby. Can you hear him? I'm just going to move my... There he is. Purring away, his little darling. Now I've moved everything. There we go. Yeah, he's purring and purring there. So that's really cool. He's we had to take him to the vet this week. I think he's got thyroidism or whatever. What's that? Employment over time for work. Oh, enjoyment over time for work. Oh, thank you for your company. Mary, have a good day. Don't overstress yourself, darling. Just do what you need to do. Yeah. So baby Grace, he had to go to the vet on Monday. And then they took a blood test, but then it wasn't quite right for one reason or another, so we had to take him Tuesday for another blood test. Get the results today. Look, my scissors, I don't suppose they're supposed to be magnetic, but they are. I sometimes think, because my pin cushion, on my pin, I've got a pin dish I use in here that is magnetic. Now I've lost everything. So that I don't drop anything with the cat. Yeah, so we're waiting for the results for his blood test. We think he's got hypothyroidism, I think they call it. Basically, he's hungry all the time and screaming at us for food. So his mother had it, so it stands a chance he's got it. Which means meds for the cat, but there we go. If that's what's needed to keep him happy and comfortable, that's a good thing. So I need to make another quilt and some more money. It's going to cost a fortune. But you don't have animals and not look after them, I feel. There we go. No idea. What's time? What's that? 5:45. Yeah, another few minutes. I'll just do this one and then I'll leave you all to your day. There's only so much of me you can cope with wittering at you, I'm sure. Very much different to how I used to do the witters during lockdown, if you think. I used to do videos, didn't I? So I'd be there actually on front camera showing you and nattering at you and whatever else. I'm not. Through the night, I'm sat here in my night gear with a quilt over my lap and I don't have to put makeup on. It's great. I'm not a huge makeup fan, I have to say. Never have been. I don't understand it, is the thing. Takes too much time. Got to clean it all off again. Oh, it's all too much hassle for me. Even when I used to work public facing, I couldn't be bothered. If they got a bit of liner and mascara, that's as much as anyone ever got. And still the same now. I've probably saved hundreds over the years, thinking about it. Not buying makeup. And I'll guarantee I've spent it all on fabric. Yeah, there we go. How to fund a habit. Don't put any makeup on. There you go. Different way. How to make your money. Right, so I'm just about done here. Hopefully, wherever you are, you're not snowed in. Or if you are, you're warm and comfortable. May be able to do a bit of stitching, who knows. I know the storm's coming in this afternoon for us, so I'm assuming it's the same for everyone else. So I hope that you're all ready for that and safe. Please stay safe. And I'm going to say ta-ra for now, or each. Have a lovely day, everybody. I'll put this over on the Insomni group. Until the next one. Well, actually, having said that, we're Stream Me going on Sunday, so I'll be on 10 o'clock, nattering at you with what's going on as far as business goes, and any special offers and things. So yes, Sunday. So Julia's on at 9:30 with all her lovely embroidery come patchworks. I'll be on at 10, and that will be Mystery Quilt and a few other bits. And then Andy's on at 10:30 over on Crafty UK. So Julia is cross patch, so you need to go to her group on Facebook for that. Then come across to me, and then it's across to Andy at Crafty UK. See what the three of us have got going on. All right. Yeah, so that's about it. Have a lovely day, everybody. Be good, be safe, and be lovely. See ya.